Yo, how's it going everybody? Ray here. Hope you're doing well. Now recently, I've been playing quite a fair share of new games, and that's probably because I'm trying to kick the habit of I'm gonna buy this game right now and I'm never gonna look back at it again. Among these games has been Grid Rocket League, probably because I've been trying to go back to my roots of, hey, I used to play a lot of racing games back in the day like Dirt, like Need for Speed Underground 2, Need for Speed Carbon was also a very memorable game. Fun fact, I actually lost $10 because I bet a friend one time that I could beat them in a drift, and obviously I lost. I wasn't proud of that moment, but playing new games sometimes is fun, and I've been trying out platformers as well. I've actually been messing around with Oxenfree recently, which has been genuinely awesome. Quite a spooky game if I do say so myself, and hey man, it's not even Halloween yet.
You used to come here a lot as a kid, right? You used to come here a lot as a kid.
Something's wrong.
You probably realize at this point as well that this video won't be in any way, shape, or form related to TF2. It's actually fading away right now, but if you are curious as to what I've been up to, I wrote something on my blog, kinda corny, no one really knows about it. If you do care though, that's up for grabs, and when I am playing TF2 nowadays, it's basically just competitive or casual if I'm recording, and of course sometimes I try to fit in some MGE in there, which is a topic for another video frankly, so I'm not going to get into that. But I've been thinking about a lot of the platformers I used to play back in the day, and I will talk about some of those because they meant a lot to me, and especially Captain Claw, man. Captain Claw was a fantastic game. Probably none of you know what that is, and I can't really expect that because the game was made in 1997, which some people might find pretty ridiculous, but I had a Windows XP computer for about 7 years, so that pretty much tells you all you need to know about what kind of person I was. Captain Claw was basically a platformer with some crazy awesome cutscenes.
Clear the debris!
Clear the debris.
Reload cutters and give them another round from our broadside!
Nearly all the cannons were destroyed after that last attack, sir. There won't be enough to do any damage. Sir?
Ready the small arms and prepare for attack! They'll never take us alive!
That's probably what made the game so memorable to me to this day, and I have tried downloading it. There is actually a really nice website called the Recluse, which has so many sources on the game. I did try downloading it, and my antivirus quarantined it, and I could have easily disabled it and played it anyway, but that was enough to sort of push me away from playing it. Captain Claw was a pretty fantastic platformer too, where you're basically playing as a cat that's dressed up as a pirate, and it's kind of like a hack and slash 2D platformer. Pretty fun. The whole premise is that you are captured at the beginning, you're on a boat, you get sent to prison, and you're trying to escape because you find a letter that just magically was put in the wall and you're able to find it somehow. Doesn't make too much sense as you can tell, but Captain Claw was still a fantastic game. Jackrabbit was a game I also played. It does sound kind of corny. It was fun. It's basically like Captain Claw, except it was a platformer. Maybe it's because platformers were more big back in the day, and that's actually why games like Limbo and Deadlight were so successful today, which those games are games I really want to be playing. I actually do have Limbo downloaded, but never got around to playing it. Probably my biggest segue into racing games, because that is what I spent most of my childhood doing, was Sonic Riders. And I know you're thinking it's a Sonic game. You probably haven't heard of it. If you did, if you have played it, let me know. It's kind of interesting, and I found the whole premise of the game to be really interesting, where it's basically racing and you're trying to battle out Sonic's rival with the classic team that I don't even know all their names because I don't play Sonic enough. I barely watched the show. I think I did for a little bit. That was the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched the show. I don't even know which one it was. I also watched some of the Pokemon movies. The Darkrai one was honestly quite awesome. I don't remember all these names because it was so long ago. But Sonic Riders had some of the most amazing music, especially the Sand Ruins theme, where you actually battle his rival Falcon, I believe was his name.
So, you're supposed to be the fastest thing alive? new competition.
And one of the comments in the video struck me as very interesting where, yeah, some of the music is actually quite better than modern music today. That's actually quite sad, guys. That's sad. We shouldn't be celebrating that. I guess the point I'm trying to make in this video is that I have played some games that are really nostalgic to me right now, thinking about it, because we're bombarded with so many new games on the daily that sometimes we forget to think about what brought us to this point, what brought us to playing the games that we do enjoy playing today. That's why I actually have 30 hours on Super House of Dead Ninjas, which is a great game. I wish more people played it, but I feel like that's because I played Jackrabbit back in the day, and I played Captain Claw back in the day, and I think like subconsciously it does really impact me where, hey, I can relate to and I can think about what got me to this point to begin with, if that made any sense. One of the notes that I'd actually like to end on is the fact that I've played a lot of Pokemon. I think probably the biggest thing that helped me get into gaming was Pokemon, and I played everything from Pokemon Fire Red. That was the first Pokemon game I ever played, and then shortly afterwards it was Emerald, which my mom managed to get, and I was just so happy because even when she did buy it, it was already starting to become quite rare. We weren't really able to find it at stores, so I was really happy when she finally got it and I was able to play it. And the irony of it is that I don't even have the game anymore. I don't know. This is one thing that I lost, that I legitimately don't remember how I managed to lose the cartridge for Pokemon Emerald, but I've played everything from that to Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii, which was fantastic. Actually, one of my old channels, because I did have about 3 other channels before this one, which I've all deleted, and I don't have any of the videos that were made. And the videos that I actually used to make back in the day were on Pokemon Battle Revolution, but the way I'd record them is I would just use my camcorder and I would just straight up record my TV, which obviously didn't make for very good videos, which is why I deleted those channels, probably because I was so embarrassed. But this has basically been my journey to actually getting to where I am now, and if you're gonna take anything away from this video is play games that are different sometimes, you know, play games that take you out of your comfort zone and actually try and finish them. And I've talked about this back when I made the video explaining what I thought about the Steam Summer Sale and how you buy a ton of games but you never end up actually playing them, and I'm trying to work on that. So I'd like to leave this off on a question. What are some of your games that you played as a kid, or shows that you watched as a kid? I'd like to know. So I'm sorry this video wasn't TF2. Actually, I feel like it's kind of silly to even apologize, because the people that care and the people that want to know more about my channel and what kind of person I was will watch this anyway. I don't care too much about the views. This is more of practice, just getting better at editing and in that department, because I do want to start putting out more higher quality content. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Now the show is done. I hope that you had gut trembling or something resembling fun. And if you watch this thing alone, you probably didn't laugh, but maybe a few times you exhaled out of your nose.